Dear brothers and sisters, citizen of the Vatican, I have to stay anonymous for this appeal because yes, I am afraid of the Vatican death squads. The Arab Spring and the democratic movement showed us that's not impossible to get rid of dictators. And it's now time that this wave also comes to the last unfree God state in Europe. Our revolutionary group of 50 very young priests from the age of 50 to 65 will go on the streets to fight for free Pope elections, disarmament, separation from church and state, and democracy. Our dictator Benedict XVI is too power-obsessed, and yes, it will be a long way for us to get rid of this totalitarian autocrat. Our 0.44 square kilometer landlocked country that Benedict had usurped 7 years ago, using the cardinals, a disgusting oligarchy clique, by making them elect him. If we don't react, I expect that the 84-year-old dictator would only leave his palace in a hearse. We young priests are in such a dictatorship without any perspective. What have titles such as Supreme Leader and Pope in common? I will tell you. Both are euphemism for a totalitarian ruler who governs without democratic legitimacy. Even worse, our dictator thinks he is the representative of God on earth. So backward is not even Iran. After Mubarak, after Gaddafi, the next dictator to fall is Benedict XVI. In this stage, it seems that we are fighting a losing battle because the Vatican is highly militarized. The army, a pro-regime mercenaries from Switzerland, which also acts as bodyguards of the ruler, thus with 110 men, over 10% of the population of the city of Vatican, and is, relatively speaking, even more powerful than the North Korean People's Army. Yet, the situation is not entirely hopeless, because we protesters are not only determined, but also desperate. Should we be able to conquer 1 or 2 buildings of Vatican City in the short term, we could do the same thing that Libya did and ask NATO for intervention. If you ask if we would be able to do this, ask you rather if the Pope is really Catholic.